I mean, as Amy said, Richard's not here, but in the book he has written something, hasn't he? He says you have to be prepared to lose the one you really love, and it just isn't worth it. I deeply regret the day I ever got involved in an affair and hurt my wife and family. If I had one wish, it would be to turn the clock back, and we would be together now. Would you ever be together?
Because, no, excuse me. Is that really true? Because Richard is still with Lucy.
Yes.
So he wouldn't be writing that.
No, he did, Amen. That's 100% true.
And so would you ever see a time you would ever get back together?
During the time that we've been apart, we have had various opportunities where that's been the case. And in the manuscript, we mention about the reconciliation script. And that is really what you have to abide by if you want to give yourselves a serious chance of being able to reconcile after an affair. And there are 3 key points to that, and they are 100% you have to give up the other woman in every aspect and have no contact with her whatsoever.
And Richard hasn't, then?
Well, I think there were times when he had momentarily given up, but what happens when you try to reconcile is that the partner who's been betrayed needs to be able to talk about things, and they need to have proof that you can be trusted, and that means you have to be 100% transparent. So if I wanted to look at the phone, or a woman wants to look at his phone or his iPad or his emails, or to check on this or check on that where he is, you have to let them do it initially, because it's the only way that you can start to build trust. But of course, the emotions that are involved in that are all over the place. So sometimes the man can be on the receiving end of outbursts of anger and hurt and think, flipping heck, you know, where did that come from? But that's the way it goes. And the one who has done the cheating has to understand that you've got to take the heat. You've got to take the heat and be prepared to go through the irritating, hard times to come out the other side.
But Julia, your marriage, your relationship was under intense pressure. Your daughter's illness, as a recovering alcoholic.
Yes.
The distances involved and the pressures, Richard leaving Sky and working now in the Middle East, you going back and forward.
Yeah.
I mean, so as a relationship, it was hardly the norm, was it? I mean, there was big pressure on, and being in the public eye and all sorts of things like that.
Yes, I think it's fair to say that any long-term relationship and life in general comes with pressures. And yes, we have a very sick daughter who's trying her best to recover. And I did spend quite a lot of trying to help her and get the help we so needed. But is that really... You see, what I wish really Richard would have said is how he felt about that, rather than maybe just have left me to it, that we could have talked about it. And
it's back to talking again, isn't it?
It is.
I'm so sorry we have to stop now. We've run out of time, but the manuscript is out now. Thank you very much for talking to us. It's good to see you, Julia Keith.